What happened to you? Hmm? I do. This year. Yeah. Correct. Yes. Hmm? Just for comparative. That's nice. That's nice. So, yeah. Oh, you're pretty exciting. Okay. Talk on the segments. What do you want to face? Jag tycker att det är lyckan till avsnitt. Alltså kanske.
You scroll on the computer. Good evening, everyone. We apologize for starting late. We're ready to kickstart now. If you can hear me, please let me know in the chat room so you can hear me. If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know. If you can see my face, let me know. If you can see my slide as well, please let me know. Please, if you can hear me, you can see me, you can see my slide, please let me know in the chat room. Okay, Silva, thank you, says, yeah, you see you too. Princess Jean says, yes, I can hear and see you. The caller said, I can hear you and I am seeing your face. Thank you for your feedback. Can you see my screen as well? Can you see a picture that has a can with lots of pencils in it? Can you see my slide as well, my presentation slide? Let me know if you can see my presentation slide. Okay, thank you, Bukola. So I welcome you once again to the Elevate Your Diction webinar. Once again, I apologize that we started late. Forgive me, forgive my team. So I'll kickstart right now. So I would like you to quickly get a pen, get a book, get a bowl of popcorn and bottled water. As you need to take notes, you need to write down, and it's quite a long session, so you need water as well. So get a bowl of popcorn, get bottled water, biscuits. Most importantly, get your pen and your book. So this evening, I will share with you a 3-step formula that will enhance your diction. One of the things that makes me different from other diction instructors, or that make this diction class different, is the fact that we focus on naturalness. We focus on your authentic self, your accent. So we will be teaching you this evening three-step formula that will help to enhance your diction, such that you do not have to fake your accent or speak through your nose or speak in the funny way before you speak with proper diction. So wait a second again to be sure you're ready. I'm waiting. Quickly retrieve your pen, your book, and bottle water, biscuits, popcorn, as the case might be. You're welcome back. So I want you to consider this scenario. I want you to consider if you were being paid for something that you're used to doing, but you're being paid more because of how you sound. I want you to consider if you landed a dream job without you submitting CV or going for an interview. But just because of how you speak English, you would agree with me that most great jobs that are capable of paying more, they need people who speak good English. So imagine you're able to get a particular job because of how you speak English. Imagine you speak so flawlessly and rhythmically in your Nigerian accent that your students, your clients, your customers, your neighbor, people around you, they naturally fall in love with you. They love you more because of how rhythmically and flawlessly you speak the English language. I know that to some people here, it will sound unbelievable. I'm not shocked because at some point I used to also believe it wasn't possible until I experienced it. It was sometime in 2019, I went to visit a friend. She works at a TV station as a newscaster. So I went to visit her. We're in her office discussing when the head of news walked in and asked if I would love to be on the news. And I couldn't take the offer simply because I do not want to work in a place where I would not have my time freedom. But she was able to ask me, she was able to offer me that job, excuse me. Excuse me, please. She was able to offer me that job because of how I sounded. I didn't go there to apply for a job. I went there to visit a friend. She heard my voice where she was, and she came offering me a job I would have gladly accepted if I was looking for a job. Of course, who didn't like to be on TV? But because of my cherish of time, I didn't take the offer. Until I experienced that, I didn't know that because of how you sound, you can get different opportunities. After that particular offer, I have got lots of other opportunities, those that I've accepted and some that I didn't accept. Let me turn off this AC. So this evening, the formula that I used to help me to be able to speak this same way, and the one that I have used for lots of my clients is what I would share with you tonight. I love to always talk about one of my clients. Her name is Esther. As at the time I met her, she was working as a teacher. She was, as at that time, she was a graduate of mass communication. She wanted to be a newscaster, a graduate of journalism. But at that time, she couldn't get offers at any TV station or radio station, not because she wasn't qualified academically, but because, of course, people who work in such places have a certain way in which they're expected to sound. After she attended our class and she started sounding that way, she was able to get a job with one of her favorite TV networks. This is a screenshot I took after she attended our class. She posted this on Facebook in 2019. And she posted this one on LinkedIn earlier this year. I would like you to focus on the fourth paragraph, where she said that while I waited for the media breakthrough, I attended various training sessions, one of which included the Diction coach training. Thanks to Lubukola R.B. Agbalaya, who mentioned an offer at Core TV, she finally connected me. So the offer I was given to be in the news that I rejected because I needed my time. After I met Esther, after she went through our course for 6 weeks, and she was able to show results, I introduced her to the offer. I told them about her. And boom, I wasn't even expecting that all of a sudden they were just going to accept her. And boom, she got the offer. Why did Esther got the offer? She got the offer because now she has what they were looking for. Now she's speaking a certain way that makes her to deserve being on TV. So if you're one of those that wouldn't believe that speaking a certain way will help you get some opportunities, I am here telling you today that there is a certain way you speak that people would naturally talk you into some things that you might not have thought about, or even maybe some things that you have always wanted, but you are yet to get. I understand, of course, that some of you might have previously undergone diction training, yet have not experienced the desired improvement in your speech. And I always attribute rather that to the fact that it might be because you didn't follow a proven formula. And you might be wondering what that formula is. That formula is what I will be exposing to you tonight. It is a formula that would help to enhance your diction, not just to enhance your diction to speak well, or to speak in a way that you would start to access opportunities that need how you speak. And that formula is what I call declare. So if you're following, I'd like you to write declare. Type declare in the comments. In the chat room, type declare. Oh, thank you, Princess Peju. Thank you. Yes, I'll get a sweater. Thank you. If you're following, please type declare in the chat. Let me turn off this phone. I need to bring my sweater. I have. Yeah, thank you. Declare, declare, declare. Well done. I'm glad that you're following. So what exactly is declare? Declare is an acronym. Each letter in declare has its meaning. And each of the letters has their 3-step formula. So this evening, we're going to get started by learning the first letter, which is the D, and its formula. We will learn the first letter and its formula. So the D in declare, what does it mean? The D in declare means diction fundamentals. Diction fundamentals. And diction fundamentals serve as the building block for clear and effective communication. If you want to speak any language well, not just the English language now, whether French, whether name it, any language, you need to first understand its building block. And the major building blocks that we have for all languages is one that talks about clear articulation. For you to speak a certain language well, you need to understand how to articulate in that language. What does articulation mean? Articulation means how you pronounce the sound of each word in a language. So, for example, if I want to pronounce the word LOVE in English, I have to understand how to pronounce each sound. I need to be able to say I need to be able to say ah. I need to be able to say v for me to be able to pronounce love correctly. In Nigeria, many of us will say love, which is wrong. The right pronunciation is love. The vowel sound in that word has the sound ah. That sound is written this way. The sound is written this way. And for you to articulate the sound, you need to open your mouth a bit. Don't open your mouth too wide. Open it a bit and say ah, ah, ah. So we say love instead of love. So the first step on the diction fundamental talks about clear articulation. The second step talks about pronunciation rules, while the third is connected speech pattern. So I'll start with the first step, which is clear articulation. What do I mean by clear articulation? Clear articulation is you being able to pronounce the words, the sound in each of the word correctly. Now, when we talk about the English language, we have 49 sounds in English. The English sounds are more than the English letters, and there are 49 of them. Now, when we talk about the 49 sounds, 24 of them are consonant sounds, while the remaining 25 of them are vowel sounds. Now, in English, the vowel sounds are always alike. What do I mean? It's just like the way you have a family, and when you see people from that family, you can easily connect them together and say, I think they look alike. I think they're brothers or sisters. Or sometimes you could even say they are twin because they're from the same family. Same with the English vowel sounds. The English vowel sounds, they are always alike. Now look at these sounds, these two words. The first word, angry. The second word, angry. In the first word, the letter A makes the ah sound. Ah. For you to pronounce that sound properly, you need to open your mouth wide. Ah, angry. I've been angry since morning. Now the second one, Hungry. The letter U in that word sounds ah, just like the sound we saw in love. You don't open your mouth well. You're still saying the same ah sound, but this time you're not opening your mouth well. You're just opening your mouth a bit, so you're saying ah, 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 ah. And for us to pronounce that, we say hungry, hungry. Now, these two sounds, they are not written the same way, but if you listen to their articulation, they are articulated almost the same way. So for you to speak clearly, for you to speak well, it is important that each sound is heard. The first one, angry, open your mouth well, angry. The second one, don't open your mouth well, angry. Let's take the other two pair of examples. The first, cheap. This has CH. The second, she. This has SH. Many Nigerians, we struggle with the CH and SH sound. Excuse me, please. I apologize. So many Nigerians, we struggle with the CH and SH pronunciation. For example, my dad. My dad would always articulate the CH sound when he's trying to say this. My dad would say the SH sound when he's trying to say the CH sound. Now, how do we articulate these two sounds so that we can have clear articulation? For the SH sound, you need to put your teeth together and release the sound slowly. In our Nigerian languages, we have the SH sound. So many times, the SH sound is not a problem for us. So we go, shh. We put our teeth together and we release the sound slowly. Shh, keep, wash, shine, etc. Now the CH sound. We do not have the CH sound in most of our native languages. We don't have the CH sound in the Yoruba language. We don't have it in the Hausa language. I'm not sure we have it in the Igbo language as well. So for us to pronounce the CH sound as Nigerians, many times we struggle with it. So how do we articulate the CH sound? For you to articulate the CH sound, you also need to put your teeth together and then you release the sound slowly. So you go, shh. Remember, you're releasing the sound slowly for the CH sound. For the SH sound, rather. Now for the CH sound, you need to release the sound immediately. So we go. The same way you placed your teeth when you were saying the SH sound, the same way you will place your teeth when saying the CH sound. The difference is for the CH sound, you release the sound immediately. Unlike the SH sound. For the SH sound, you're supposed to release the sound slowly. Shh. While for the CH, you release it immediately. Ch, 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 ch. In fact, we call the CH sound an explosive sound. It's just like the way an explosion will be released immediately. Ch, ch. So we have words like cheap, watch, reach, march, etc. Now, the third example that I have on my screen, I have bird and bed. In Nigeria, we pronounce these two words the same way. We say bed, bed. That's wrong. B-E-D is pronounced bed. We are correct with the pronunciation of B-E-D. But for the pronunciation of B-I-R-D, the I-R there makes a different vowel sound. And that vowel sound is written this way. It's written as number 3 and 2 dots. Now, this sound has 2 different ways of pronouncing it. The British will articulate it as Your tongue will be in the middle of your mouth in a relaxed position, and you say uh, 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 uh. The Americans, they say the and then they add the r sound to it. So Americans will say er, er, er. So if you want to articulate the word B-I-R-D, British will say bird. I can see the bird. Americans will say, I can see the bird. Bird. So in Nigeria, we're expected to use the British pronunciation. Of course, the word is a global market now. Whether you use the British pronunciation or the American pronunciation, you're not wrong, or no one would hold you Wrong, except it's for examination purposes. But if it's for conversational purposes, right, you can decide to use the American pronunciation or the British pronunciation. Both is correct. But do not pronounce this word as bed. This one is bed, while this is bird. So how was I able to understand the articulation or the right pronunciation of all of these words? It's all boils down to one thing: learning all the 49 sounds in English. It is because I have the knowledge of the sounds. That's how I know that this word here is pronounced angry. I need to open my mouth well to articulate the first vowel, angry, while this other one is pronounced hangry. It is also through that knowledge that I understood that this is cheap. I need to put my teeth together and release the sound suddenly, while this one, I put my teeth together and release the sound slowly. Sheep. Also, that is what made me understood that the I and R in this one sounds or So I can say bird or bird. And as of course, I can say bed. So now how do you learn the 44 sounds? The chart that I have on the screen right now is what we call the IPA chart. On the IPA chart, we have the 44 sounds. Remember I said that there are 49 sounds in English. But on the IPA chart, we have 44 sounds. We have the consonant sounds. The consonant sounds are the ones with the yellow background, and there are 24 of them. We have the vowel sounds. When we talk about the vowel sounds, we have the monophthongs. These are the monophthongs. The monophthongs are the ones with the white background. There are 12 of them. We have the diphthongs. The diphthongs are the ones with the hash background. There are 8 diphthongs. So 12 plus 8 makes 20. There are supposed to be 25 vowels. So the last vowel is the triphthong. But like I mentioned earlier, the triphthongs aren't included in the IPA chart. In the IPA chart, we don't have the triphthongs. We only have the monophthongs, we have the diphthongs. We do not have the triphthongs. So we'll learn the consonant sounds. So the first consonant sound here is articulated P. 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 For you to articulate it rightly, you need to put your lips together and you release the sound. P. We have words like purse. Purse. P-U-R-S-E. Purse. The word purse also has this vowel sound. Remember this vowel sound? I mentioned it when I was pronouncing the word bird. We also have it in purse. So we don't say pes or pos. No, we say purse. I can't find the purse. Another example of words that we have under the p sound is pencil. Pencil. It's not pencil. We say pencil. Another word that we have under the p sound is pocket. Pocket, not pocket. Pocket. Now the next sound we have is b. 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 We have it in boat. Boat. Balloon. Wherever you are, please say the words as I say them. Try to make sure your mouth is doing what my mouth is doing. Balloon, not balloon. Balloon. We also have both. Now talk about boats and both. The first word is boat. B-O-A-T. Boat. The second is B-O-T-H. Both. both. You put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth, and you blow out air. Both. So we have both and we have both. Now the third sound is the t sound. T, t, t. Talking about the t sound, we have the t sound in both. T. We can also have it in the word turtle. Turtle. Turtle is spelled Turtle. Turtle. Let me spell that out. Turtle. We have turtle. We have tortoise. Most people pronounce this word as tortoise. It's not tortoise. It's tortoise. Turtle. In the word turtle, the U and R there makes this sound. Turtle. While in the word tortoise, the O and R makes this sound. Tortoise. The next consonant sound that we have is D. 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 We can have words like donkey, not donkey. It's donkey. We can also have daughter, not daughter. Daughter. My daughter hates a donkey. Daughter, donkey, and so many other words. Let me add one more. We have dirty. Dirty. The word dirty also has this vowel, Americans would say dirty. So remember again, p as in purse, pocket, pencil, b as in boat, both, t as in turtle, tortoise, d as in donkey, daughter, dirty. Then we have the ch sound. Ch. The ch sound is articulated when you put your teeth together and you release the sound. Ch. Ch. Just like we saw in the first two examples I took earlier. Ch. So for you to articulate the ch sound, you put your teeth together. You put your teeth together and you release the sound suddenly. Ch. Ch. We can have words like chocolate. Chocolate. Instead of chocolate, we say chocolate. The chocolate is in the fridge. Chocolate. Oh, sorry. I was trying to record. Sorry, I'm trying to record the session. Record. What am I doing? Record. Are you streaming on Zoom, YouTube? Okay, please, somebody's asking me that I record. You would get the Zoom recording. I'm finding it difficult to record on Zoom. You'll get the YouTube recording rather. So I'll proceed now. So the next sound is the ch sound. The ch sound, ch, ch. Just like I mentioned earlier, you release the sound suddenly and you go ch, ch, ch. We can have words like chocolate. I saw the chocolate in the fridge. We can also have words like choose. We can have chose. We can have watch, etc. Ch. Now the next sound that I have here is j, j, j. For the j sound, you can have words like July, not July. The right pronunciation is July. It's the month of July. We can also have January, not January, January, January. I will see you in January, January, etc. The next sound is k, k, as in cupboard. We don't say cupboard, we say cupboard. The letter P in the word is silent, cupboard. Open the cupboard to get the knife. Cupboard, the P is silent. We can also have cucumber, not cucumber. Cucumber. I need a cucumber. Get a cucumber from the fridge, not cucumber. We also have the g sound, g, g, g. We can have word examples like gurgle. The water gurgles down the drain, gurgle. We can also have go. The word go, the vowel in the word go is O, this vowel sound here, O. This vowel sound is a classy vowel sound. If you are a woman and you want to start to sound classy when you speak, then you want to pay attention to this sound. Many Nigerians articulate it as O. No, it's not O, it is O. O, not O. Go, show, load, over, etc. So let's take all of these first set of consonant sound again. Wherever you are, say after me. P, purse, pocket. B, boat, both. T, turtle, tortoise. D, daughter, donkey. We can also have driver. Some Nigerians say driver. It's not driver, it's driver. The next one, ch. Put your teeth together and release the sound suddenly. Ch. Cheese. Watch. Match. Chocolate. It's not chocolate, it's cho-o. The first letter O in the word sounds O as in orange. Choc. The second letter O is silent. So we say chocolate. It has two syllables, chocolate, not chocolate. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. The next sound that we have is J, as in July, January. Then we have K, 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 as in cupboard, cucumber. And then we have G, as in gurgle, go. And let's go to the next set of consonant sound. And that is, we can have words like father, father. It's not father, it's father. You need to put out your tongue like this. Father, father. You can also have fish, F-I-S-H, fish, not fish, fish, fish. Next one we have as in video, video. Don't say video, say video. Say voucher, say volume. Vehicle, not vehicle. Vehicle, it's a C. Now the next sound we have is one of the TH sounds. There are two TH sounds. There are two TH sounds. The first TH sound is this. For you to articulate it well, you need to put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth, like this. Then you blow out air. So you go. We have words like think. We have words like think, math, bath, etc. Those words that have TH, and in Nigeria, we pronounce the TH as a T or a F. They have that sound. They have this sound. So for me to pronounce this word, I have to put my tongue in between my upper teeth and my lower teeth and blow out air. Think, math, bath. Now the second sound, the second TH sound is articulated the. You also need to put your tongue outside in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth like this. But this time, you sound the D sound. You say the sound like you want to say this sound. So you say the. And we have words like the, them, those, bathe, smoothie, etc. Now these words, another Nigerian will naturally say D. Another Nigerian will pronounce the TH like letter D. It would say D. That is wrong. The right thing to do is to put your tongue outside, then say the, them. Don't say them. Say them. Those. Bathe, bathe. Smoothie, smoothie. So what is the difference between this first TH and the second TH? The first difference is their sound. They do not sound alike. They sound differently. This one sounds like a T. You put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth, and you're saying the T sound. You're saying the sound. So you say, as in think, math, bath. But for the second one, you put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth, and then you say the D sound. So you say the, them, those, bathe, smoothie. Another difference between these two TH sounds is that one is voiced. This is the voiced TH sound, while this one is the voiceless TH sound. The voiced TH sound, when you articulate it, you can feel a vibration on your vocal cord. The. While for the voiceless TH sound, when you articulate it, you will not feel a vibration. Now, the next consonant sound that we have is S. We can have words like south. We can also have southern. Now, for this sound, many times when we have letter S in the middle of a word, Nigerians articulate it as a Z. Nigerians will say base. Nigerians will say basic. That is wrong. Sometimes when you have letter S in between two vowel letter, sometimes it sounds like Z, like in rose. Rose. The S in rose sounds like Z. Another example is rise. The S in between I and E sounds like Z. But sometimes when you have letter S between two vowel sound, it doesn't sound like Z. Sorry, let me take that again. The S between I and E here sounds like Z. So you have rose and rise. But these two words, the S in there sounds like Z. These two words here. Rose, rise. Now, sometimes when you have letter S in between two vowel letter, it will not sound like Z. It will sound like S, just like we have in base. So the S in base sounds S, base. Don't say base, say base. Another is basic. The S in basic sounds like S. Don't change it to Z. Basic. So what I'm saying is, sometimes when you have letter S in between two vowels, the S will sound like Z. And sometimes when you have letter S between two vowels, the S will retain its sound. It will sound like S. So the question is, how do you know when letter S should make the Z sound or when it should make the S sound? There is no rule to tell us. So what you need to do is to learn the symbols. So that once you learn the symbols, which is what we're learning now, when you're not sure of the pronunciation of a word, you can consult the dictionary to find out. So for example, if you go to the dictionary, if you go to look for how to pronounce the word B-A-S-E, the dictionary is going to show it to you like this. The dictionary will show it to you like this. The dictionary will show it to you like this. But if you go to the dictionary to look for how to pronounce R-O-S-E, the dictionary will show it to you like this. These are called transcriptions. And you see that in rose, the S here, the dictionary wrote it as Z. So you say rose. But in base, the S here, the dictionary wrote it just as S. It didn't change it to Z. So it means that this is still base. These are called transcription. It is these sounds here that we use in forming this. This is is here. This is O. O is that classic sound that I told you about. And this is here. For this we have B. We have A. This is the A sound. And we have, this is the sound. So another reason why we must learn these sounds is so that when we're not sure of how to pronounce a word, we can go to the dictionary to find out how to pronounce it. So once we see things like this, we will be able to read them and we will be able to find out its pronunciation ourselves without waiting for a diction instructor or without even listening to the voice in the dictionary. So the next sound that we have is the sh sound. We have talked about the sh sound earlier. For you to articulate the sh sound well, you put your teeth together and you then release the sound slowly. Sh, sh. So we have words like shall. We also have mission, nation, etc. And the last sound on this roll, the last consonant sound on this roll is j, 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 j. For you to articulate this sound well, you need to put your extreme feet together and sound it j, 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 j. Now this sound, we can have it in words that ends in vowel, that ends in S-I-O-N. So if you have a word like vision, or you have television, or you have excursion. So when you have words that ends in S-I-O-N, most times, sorry, that was a plane. Most times, S-I-O-N sounds shin. But sometimes it will not sound shin. Instead, it will sound jin, 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 jin. So how do you know when S-I-O-N sounds jin? You know that by paying attention to the sound that you have before the S-I-O-N. So when you have a vowel letter before S-I-O-N, just like you have in vision, the letter that we have before S-I-O-N is letter R. So when you have a vowel letter before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will sound jin, jin, vision, television, excursion. Also, when you have letter R before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will also sound jin, excursion. So we will not say excursion, we will say excursion. We will not say television, we will say television. We will not say vision, we will say vision. But if we have words like mission, now look at the word mission. The letter that we have before S-I-O-N is letter S. It is not a vowels letter, and it is not letter R. Remember, it is when you have a vowel letter or letter R before S-I-O-N that S-I-O-N will sound jin. But when you have any other letter before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will sound jin. Please, is this clear? If this is clear, let me know in the chat. Do you understand this explanation? Please let me know in the chat if it is clear. NWC says, I am not hearing you. I am not hearing anything. If you cannot hear me on Zoom, please go on YouTube. If you can't hear me, simply because you didn't join with your audio. So you can just go on YouTube to watch if you can't hear on Zoom. Okay, Sylvia says no. Ojonna says it is clear. Faith says it is clear. Justina says it is clear. I would explain it one more time. Please listen carefully. When you have a vowel letter or letter R before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will sound jin. when you have a vowel letter before S-I-O-N. If you spell the word vision, the letter that you have before S-I-O-N is letter I. It is a vowel letter. So because it is a vowel letter that you have before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will sound jeune, vision. And the word excursion, it is letter R that you have before S-I-O-N. So because of that letter R, S-I-O-N will sound jeune, excursion. So again, if you have a vowel letter or letter R before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will sound jeune. But if you have any other letter before S-I-O-N, if the letter that you have before S-I-O-N, if it is not a vowel letter, also, if it is not letter R, S-I-O-N will sound shun. So in the word mission, the letter that you have before S-I-O-N is letter S. Letter S is not a vowel letter. And letter S is different from letter R. So because you have letter S before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will sound shun. That is the common one we know in Nigeria. Shun, shun, shun. Everything that ends with S-I-O-N, in Nigerian, will pronounce it as shun. In fact, those that even ends with T-I-O-N, and another Nigerian will pronounce it as shun. You say nation, mission, calculation, everything shun, shun. So I'm saying now that the only time you can use shun for words that ends with S-I-O-N is when the letter before the S-I-O-N is not a vowel letter and it is not letter R. That is when you can use shun. But if the letter before the S-I-O-N is a vowel letter or it is letter R, you will not pronounce S-I-O-N as shun. You will pronounce it as jeune, jeune, jeune. Vision, television, excursion. I believe it's clear now. So let's go to the last set of the consonant sounds. So we have The first is We can have words like mouth. We can have month. It's the month of July. Not is the month of July. Month is spelled M-O-N-T, month. But if it is M-O-N-T-H, it is month. You need to put your tongue out because of the TH. You can also have mother, mother, not mother, mother. There is TH in mother, so you need to put your tongue outside as well. My mother is praying, mother. You can also have murder, murder. For murder, the U and R there sounds that sound that you have in bird. Murder, murder. So we have mouth, month, mother, murder. Another sound that we have is For the sound, we have nurse. The nurse is sleeping, not nurse. It's a nurse. We don't say nurse. The nurse is sleeping. We have nose. In the word nose, the S sounds like Z. Nose. My nose hurt. We also have neighbor. My neighbor is sleeping. My neighbor is sleeping. Etc. The next sound is For you to pronounce this sound well, you need to use your nose. You Just like you're carrying something heavy and you're saying, mm. We have it in words like sing. We have it in tongue. So when you have N and G in a word, or N and K, you would have the sound. Tongue. So the N and G in that word sounds It's not tongue. You don't say the G sound. There is no G sound in it. You don't say sing. There is no G sound. When you have N and G in a word, the G is not sounding G. No. The N and G comes together to say sing, tongue, king. Also, when we have N and K, we say bank, not bank, bank. It's a C. So the next sound that we have is, for you to articulate this sound well, you need to take a deep breath. You can have words like hat, hospital, house. Now, talking about the sound, sometimes the sound can be silent. When the sound is silent, make sure you're not adding it to your words. For example, if you have the word H-O-U-R or H-O-N-E-S-T, the first word, hour, the H is silent. The second word, honest, the H is silent as well. So when you want to pronounce this word, you want to make sure that we are not hearing the sound of the H. Just say hour. Just say honest. Because if you add the sound of the H to it, you are wrong. Another thing is when you're pronouncing words that start with vowel letter, make sure you're not adding the H sound to it. For example, some people, when they want to say apple, you hear them say something like apple. When they want to say egg, you hear them say things like egg. That is wrong. When you want to say words that start with vowel letter, make sure that you're not taking a deep breath. Just say apple, egg. Don't go and say apple. Don't say egg. Another is when you have letter H in the word and the H is not silent, like in hospital, like in home. The H in hospital and home is not silent. So we must hear the H sound. So you say hospital, home. Because if you don't follow all of these rules, we would say that you are suffering from H factor. H factor is a speech deficiency. When you have letter H in a word, the first thing you want to ask yourself is the H silent or not? If the H is silent, then when you want to pronounce it, make sure you're not adding H to it. Hospital, home. But if the H is silent, make sure that you're pronouncing the word without the H. Hour, honest. Because if you add the H to it, we will say that you have H affectation. So make sure you're not adding H to words that don't need H. And make sure you're not removing H from words that needs H. Now let's go to the next sound, which is L. We can have words like love. We also have laugh. Now in the word laugh, it has a long vowel. It has this sound, ah, laugh. But in the word love, it has this sound. Remember this sound. You don't open your mouth well to pronounce it. You just say ah, 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 love. So this word is pronounced love. I love him. I love my children. I love my mother. Love. We can also have leopard. We don't say leopard. We say leopard. Leopard. I love leopard. The next sound is as in river, as in renew, region, removal, etc. Now, many people do not know how to pronounce the sound. Some people would say instead of saying excuse me. So we have some people, when they want to pronounce the sound, they will be pronouncing the sound. So what is the difference? For the sound, you put your tongue like this, straight, and you articulate it. So the tip of your tongue touches the upper part of your lip, or sometimes the upper part of your teeth. Why for the sound? The tongue is straight as well, but then the tip of your tongue rolls. You turn the tips of your tongue. So you go river, renew, A to C. Sorry, I didn't know you can't see my face already. I just noticed that. So let me take that again. For the L sound, the tip of your tongue touches the upper part of your teeth like this. Love, call, lolly, lily, etc. Why for the sound? Your tongue rolls. The tip of your tongue rolls. So you go, I hope you can see my tongue. It rolls like it turns round. So you go red, ready, river, etc. Now the next sound that we have is w, w, w. For the w sound, we can have words like window, window. We can have water, water, not water. We say water. We say west, western, etc. The last sound here is y. Now this sound looks like letter J, but it's not letter J. Remember, all these things aren't letters. They are sound symbols. Though some of them looks like letters that we are familiar with, but they are not letters. They are sound symbols. So the last sound here looks like letter J. It's not letter J, and it is not making the sound of letter J. It sounds Y, Y, as in yellow. It's not yellow, yellow. Oh. The last sound in yellow is this classy sound that I talked about earlier. Oh, yellow. We also have the U sound can also make the word youth, youth, Y-O-U-T-H, youth. You don't say youths, you say youth. Because of the TH, you need to put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth. Youth. You say yo-yo, Yahoo. It's not Yahoo, it's Yahoo. Yahoo, Yahoo, not Yahoo, Yahoo. You say yacht. Yacht is spelled Y-A-C-H-T. Let me write that out. Y-A-C-H-T. The C-H in that word is silent. So we don't say yacht, yacht, or yacht. People say yacht. We do not pronounce it as yacht. You can either say yacht, or yacht. So let's go over all of these sounds. Say after me wherever you are. P, purple. B, butcher. So it's not butcher, it's butcher. T, tennis. It's not tennis, it's tennis. D, dirt. I saw dirt in my room. Dirt. It's not dirt. Dirt. D-I-R-T. Ch. You have cheese. J. July. K. Cupboard. Not cupboard. Cupboard. G. Gorilla. Father. V. Video. Think. The. Smoothie. December. Don't say December. It's December. Z. Zebra. Sh. Worship. Worship. J. Television. Murder. Murder. She murdered the rabbit. Now. There is a difference between now and noun. Noun is spelled N-O-U-N. Sing. House. Love. Rich. Window. Yellow. So these are all the 24 consonant sounds. Like I mentioned, we have the consonant sounds, we also have the vowel sounds. Now we have been able to learn all the 24 consonant sounds. Now remember, we are learning a 3-step to helping us speak in a way that will sound clear and eloquent without sounding fake or without faking our accent. And I said that the formula has 8. There are 8 of them. But the first one is D, letter D, which means diction fundamental. And under diction fundamental, we have 3 steps. We are still learning the first step. And under the first step, we need to learn the sound. So we have learned the 24 consonant sounds. Now we have the 20 vowel sounds. We will not be able to learn all the 20 vowel sounds as we have a lot of things to do. I have 78 slides and this is number 32. So we still have so much to learn. So because of that, I'm just going to randomly pick the vowel sounds. While we're learning the consonant sounds, I mentioned some of the vowel sounds. And one of them is this sound. I told you that this has 2 different sounds. The Americans articulate it as while the British articulate it as We have it many times when we have I and R in the middle of a word, or U and R, or E and R. Those are not the only letter combinations that make this sound. And these letter combinations do not also make this sound every day, but most times they make the sound. So we can have words like bird, dirty, serve. I have served the food. You need to wash the dirty clothing. The bird is dirty, etc. I also talked about this sound. I said that this sound and this sound, they sound alike. In fact, these three sounds sound alike. This one, for you to articulate it, you need to open your mouth wide enough to say ah, like you have it in cat, angry, ankle, etc. Now this one, it is the same sound, but we do not pronounce them the same way. They are family members, they sound alike. So for you to pronounce this one, you just open your mouth a bit. You go ah, 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 ah. Unlike this one that you say ah, this one, ah, ah, ah. So I can have it in C-U-T, cut. This one, C-A-T, cat. This one, C-U-T, cut. Now this other one also sound like them, but if you look at the symbol of this one, you realize that it has two dots. When you have two dots beside a vowel sound, it means that that vowel sound is a long vowel sound. So this one is pronounced ah. You need to make it long because it has the two dots. Ah. Ba. So here I can have C-A-T, cat. C-U-T, cat. C-A-R-T, cart. Then let's talk about this one more. This is a diphthong. It's also a vowel. Under the vowels, we have the monophthongs, that is the short vowels. These ones without the two dots are the short vowels. Then the long vowels. The long vowels are the ones with the two dots. Then we have the diphthongs. The diphthongs come in pair. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So here we have O, O. For us to articulate the O sound, we need to go slowly from the first sound to the second sound. O. So we have words like show, road, window, over, no, go, so, etc. So this brings us to the end of all the vowel sounds. So if you're learning, please let me know you're learning in the chat room. Okay, instead of telling me you're learning in the chat room, please go to the WhatsApp group and please let me know you're learning. If you're learning, go to the WhatsApp group where you got your link. Tell me you're learning. I will be reading my WhatsApp chat now. If you're learning, let me know in the WhatsApp group that you're learning so we can proceed. If you're learning, let me know in the WhatsApp group that you're learning. If you're learning, let me know in the WhatsApp group that you're learning. You're going to get the recordings. If you're learning, please let me know in the WhatsApp group that you're learning. Yes, you would get the recordings. The recordings will be sent to the WhatsApp group after the class. If you're learning, let me know in the WhatsApp group that you're learning. Okay, I'm reading your feedback. Thank you. I can see that you're learning. So let's proceed. So the second step under the first formula, diction fundamental, is pronunciation rules. Pronunciation rules talks about those things that you need to pay attention to make sure that you are pronouncing your words well. And one of them is vowel length. Vowel length. Now, when I was explaining the vowel sounds earlier, I mentioned that those that have 2 dots, they are the long sounds. Those that do not have any dots, they are the short sounds. And I also said we have the diphthongs. The diphthongs, you need to move slowly from the first sound to the second sound. Now, all of these the length of each of these vowels are important when you speak. So you need to pay attention to the vowel length. Now let's look at these 2 sentence examples. The first one says, "Can I sit on the seat, please?" If you look at this sentence, the first word here has a short vowel, a, can. The second word here has a glide sound, I. I is a glide sound. Many Nigerians would just say I. Can I? No. It's supposed to be can I? Can I? I is a glide. You need to move slowly. I, not I. Can I? Now the next word is sit. The vowel sound in the next word is a short vowel. So you need to move fast when pronouncing it. Sit. Can I sit? Can I sit? Now this also has a short vowel, in fact, a vowel reduction. Can I sit on the, remember TH, you need to put your tongue outside. Can I sit on the seat? Now this word here has a long vowel. The E and A there sounds E. Seat. Can I sit on the seat? Now the last word, please. The S in that word sounds like Z. And the vowel there is also a long vowel. So we say, please. Can I sit on the seat, please? Can I sit on the seat, please? So these 2 words are the ones with the long vowels in this sentence. This is a glide because it's a diphthong. So I need to move slowly from the first sound to the second sound, I. While the other words, they have the short vowels. So when I speak, when I make sure that where I have the short vowel, I make it short. Where I have the glide vowel, I go slowly. And where I have the long vowel, I make it long. The combination of these different lengths will make my sentence to sound rhythmic, to sound like song. Remember, the English language is a rhythmic language. We do not speak the English language in a flat tone. So if I'm able to use this length appropriately, I will be able to get that rhythmic nature without sounding fake. Can I sit on the seat, please? I didn't have to change my voice. I didn't have to talk through my nose. I didn't have to say, can I sit on the seat, please? I didn't have to fake it. I am myself, speaking with my cold voice, making sure that I use the right length and it's coming out better. Can I sit on the seat, please? The second example here says, she bought the port at the port. She bought the port at the port. Now the first word here, she, it has a long sound, but I need to reduce it and say she instead of she. Bought. Bought has a long sound as well. So I need to make sure it's long. She bought my TH sound. My tongue has to be outside. She bought the pot. Pot has a short sound. So I would make it short. She bought the pot. These has short sounds as well. And the last one, port. It has a long sound. She bought the port at the port. She bought the port at the port. Now the question will now be, how do I know if a word has a long sound, if it has a short sound, or it has a glide sound? This still takes you back to your knowledge of the sounds. So if you have learned the sounds, you will be able to identify that, okay, the sound here is for otter, o. So if I go back to the IPA, the O sound does not have the two dots. So because it doesn't have the two dots, it means it's a short sound. For this one, port, many times when we have letter R after a vowel letter, the letter R affects the vowel letter and makes the vowel letter to become a long, it makes the vowel letter to become a long sound. When we have letter R after a vowel letter, most times the R there will make the vowel sound, the vowel letter to make a long sound. So look at this word, P-O-T. There is no letter R here. The O there is making a short sound. But this one, P-O-R-T, once we add letter R to it, the letter R affects the letter O. So it controls it such that the letter O starts to make a long vowel sound. Another thing that gives us an idea if a sound is long or short is its letter. Many times when we have the 5 vowel letters, letter A, letter E, letter I, letter O, and letter U, many times they make the short vowel sound. But once another letter is being accompanied beside them, and that other letter is a vowel letter, many times, not all the times, please, but many times, it makes a long sound. So still on pronunciation rules, we have silent letters. Another rule that you need to pay attention to when it comes to pronunciation rules is silent letters. You need to be able to identify when letters are silent in a word so that when you're pronouncing that word, you do not pronounce that silent letter. Just like I explained when I talked about the letter H sound, the sound. When the letter H is silent, make sure you're not adding that sound to it again. So here are some words with silent letters. The first letter here is listen. The first word here is listen. And the word listen, letter T is silent. So we say listen. I hear some people say listen. They change the letter S to letter Z. Please, that is wrong. The letter S in this word does not change to letter Z. It remains letter S. So we say listen. Another word is Wednesday. In the word Wednesday, the letter D is silent. The letter E is also silent. So we don't say Wednesday. Rather, we say Wednesday. Another is receipt. The letter P is also silent. So we don't say receipt. We say receipt. We have muscle, not Moscow. We have sandwich, not sandwich. Island, not Eastland. Cupboard, not cupboard. The P is silent. Knife, we don't say knife. Definitely, the E is silent. Thumb. The word thumb, T-H-U-M-B, is different from tomb, T-O-M-B. The word T-O-M-B is pronounced tomb. Tomb is different from thumb. Tam is different from tum. Then we have salmon. The L is silent in this word, so we don't say salmon, salmon. Castle, not castle. Answer, the W is silent. Hour, the H is silent. Comfortable, not comfortable. Scissors, the C is silent. Doubt, the B is silent. Cold, the L is silent. It's not cold, it's cold. Could you get me a cup of water? Could you get me a cup of water? Not could you get me a cup of water. Taste, the E is silent. Climb, the B is silent. Now in English, all letters are silent at one place or the other, from A to Z. We have words with silent A, words with silent B, words with silent C, words with silent D, up to Z. And I have an ebook that talks about the silent letters from A to Z. If you stay till the end, I will be giving it for free to some people tonight. So let's practice this together. Say after me. Listen. Wednesday. Receipt. Muscle. Sandwich. Island. Cupboard. Knife. Definitely. Thumb. Excuse me. Thumb. Salmon. Castle. Answer. Hour. Comfortable. Scissors. Doubt. Could. Taste. Climb. Very well. So now the last step that we have, excuse me, please. The last step that we have under Diction Fundamental, which is the first formula out of the 8 formulas that I used in speaking eloquently without faking my accent, and I've also used with my client, is connected speech. What do I mean by connected speech pattern? In English language, the way we speak or the way we say a word, when we're saying just that word, when that word is in isolation, the way we say it is different from the way we would say the same word when it's as a part of other word. What I'm trying to say is this. If I have the word is, excuse me, that word is pronounced is. That is a pronunciation of the word, is. But when you have the word in a sentence, the word will stop being is because we need to reduce the vowel. We call it vowel reduction. So the word will become is, or sometimes. So in a sentence, for example, if I'm saying my name, I'll say, my name is, not my name is. Now, my name is not wrong, but then it sounds, when you speak like that, it makes you sound like a rookie. A rookie is someone who is just learning, somebody who's just starting to learn a particular thing. But when you reduce the vowel in is and you sound it like, my name is, it makes you sound like someone who have mastered the language, who have mastered English pronunciation. So that is what connected speech is about. I do not know if you have ever watched a movie, maybe an American movie or a British movie, and you realize that you can hear the beginning of what they're saying. You can hear the beginning of what they're saying. You can hear the end of the sentence, but you cannot hear the words in the middle. You're not sure of the words in the middle. And you're like, what did they say there? I didn't hear what they said there. I can't hear that word, E to C. That is because the speaker used connected speech pattern. Connected speech pattern is that thing that turns 2 or 3 words into one. So there are different connected speech pattern. We have assimilation, out of many other ones. But this evening we'll talk about the one called linking R. Linking R occur when you have a word that ends in letter R. British pronounce it as R. When you have a word that ends in letter R, and the next word starts with a vowel. So for example, if I have the word car, car ends with letter R. Now, if the next word after car starts with a vowel, if I have and starts with a vowel. So if I want to read this sentence, if it was a sentence, if I want to read it, I'm going to link the R in car to the vowel in and. So I'm going to sound it like this. Carand. So these 2 words, I'm going to sound it as one. Carand. The car and maybe the car and bus are in the garage. So instead of saying the car and bus or the car and the bus are in the garage, I would say the car and the bus. The car and the bus are in the garage. Another example is car and is. Car and is. So if I have the word car, car ends in letter R. And the next word is starts with the vowel. So if I want to read this, I'll say the car is, instead of saying the car is, I'll say the car is, car is, instead of the car is. Another example is father and mother. Father ends in letter R. Father ends in letter R. Father. And mother are sleeping. So in this sentence, father ends in letter R. The next word after father and start with a vowel. So if I want to read it, I'm going to link it together. Father and mother also ends in letter R. The next word after mother also starts with a vowel. So I'll link them also. Father and mother are sleeping instead of father and mother are sleeping. I would say father and mother are sleeping. So this is called linking R. When you have a word that ends with letter R and the next word starts with a vowel, you link them. You pronounce the word that ends with letter R, the one that starts with the vowel, you pronounce it like excuse me. You pronounce them as one. Father and mother are sleeping. Please, if you understand this well, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat so I can move to the next. Somebody says, please don't hesitate to send the recording. It's time for the Muslim prayer. Enjoy every bit of the session. More blessings. You're welcome. The recording will be sent. Please, is it clear? Okay, thank you, Faith. Thank you, Grace. So let's proceed. So still under the third step, which is connected speech, I also have intonation. Intonation is another connected speech pattern. Intonation. Intonation is the rise and fall of the pitch of your voice when you are speaking. Like I mentioned earlier, in English, we do not speak in isolation. And also, we do not speak in a flat tone. You need to link your words together. So when we're speaking in English, sometimes your pitch needs to go up, sometimes your pitch needs to come down, on and on like that. So what do you need to do that? You need intonation. Aside from the fact that intonation talks about the movement of your pitch, intonation also helps to represent your emotions. It helps the people that are listening to you to know the emotion you're talking with, whether you're tired, whether you're hungry, or you're hungry, or you are sleepy, or you're excited, to see. So there are two major types of intonation. We have the falling intonation and the rising intonation. Arrow down means falling intonation, while arrow up means rising intonation. So the falling intonation is used when you're asking WH question. WH questions are questions that start with WH words like what, where, when, which. What is your name? Where have you been? What is your name? Name. The end of the sentence, you go down. What is your name? Not what is your name. If you say, what is your name? You're speaking with a flat tone, and we don't speak English with a flat tone. Excuse me. We speak English with a rhythmic tone. Either your tone goes up or down. But of course, there are rules to that. If you do not follow the rules, you might sound fake. So when you're asking a WH question, you use your falling tone. What is your name? Where have you been? What do you want? How old are you? etc. We also use our falling tone for statements. I'm tired. I'm learning. I need to go now. We also use falling tone when we are greeting people without a title. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Now, when do we use rising tone? We use rising tone when we're asking yes or no questions. So when we're asking yes or no questions, we use rising tone. For example, A yes or no question is a question that when you ask, the person listening will reply with yes or no. So you say things like, have you eaten today? Have you eaten today? Today, not today. Have you eaten today? Are you coming to school tomorrow? Will you come to work? etc. So when you're asking a question that the person will answer you yes or no, expect to use a rising tone at the end of your question. You also use a rising tone when you're greeting someone and you're adding a title. Good morning, Diction Queen. Good afternoon, Faith. Good evening, Justina, etc. We also use a rising tone when we're listing objects. The name of my friends are Silva, Justina, Alero, Faith. I'm listing your names. So I use rising tone. Also, when we're reading and we're trying to use our tone to show a comma, you can use a rising tone. For example, excuse me. On my way to the market, I saw a big masquerader. If I write that sentence, on my way to the market, there'll be comma after market. So my tone also shows that as I read. On my way to the market, it goes up, rising tone. I saw a masquerader, full stop, falling tone. I saw a masquerader. So we also have word stress. In English, when you're pronouncing a word, there's something called word stress. A part of the word you're pronouncing must be stressed, while the other part should not be stressed, especially if the word has more than one syllable. Take, for example, the word table. In our native languages, we pronounce it as tebu. Why? Because in our native languages, we do not stress words. So in our native languages, the way we pronounce a word, whether the word has 2 syllables or even 50 syllables, is the same. We pronounce each syllable equally. But in English, we do not pronounce all the syllables in the word equally. Some syllables are stressed. We stress a syllable by saying it louder, longer, and clearer. Why some syllables are not stressed? Those syllables that are not stressed, we do not say them loud, we do not say them long, and we do not say them clear. So in that word table, there are 2 syllables. The first syllable has to be stressed. Tay. The second syllable should not be stressed. Bo. Table. Table. Let's take another word, for example. Luxury. Another Nigerian will say luxury. But the right pronunciation is luxury. Luxury. In that word, we're stressing the first syllable. We're saying the first syllable louder, longer, and clearer. While the other syllables in that word, we are not saying them louder, we are not saying them longer, we're not saying them clearer. And so many other words like that. So how do we know which part of a word to stress? By learning word stress. So when you learn word stress rules, there are about 20 word stress rules. We cannot learn everything tonight, so we're just going to learn 2 of them. The first rule says, when you have a word that has 2 syllables, and the word is a noun, you should stress the first syllable. Take, for example, climate. Climate has 2 syllables. Cli and mit, 2 syllables, climate. And it is a noun. So because it has 2 syllables and because it's a noun, when I want to say it, I have to stress the first syllable. Remember, I will stress the first syllable by saying it louder, longer, and clearer. Climate. Another rule says that if you have a word that has 2 syllables and it's an adjective, you should also stress the first syllable. An example is spacious. Spacious has 2 syllables and it's an adjective. So I have to stress the first syllable. So remember, when you have a word that has two syllables and it's a noun or an adjective, you should stress the first syllable. We have other examples like table, teacher, pretty, etc. Now the second rule, that says that if the word has two syllables and the word is a verb or a preposition, you should stress the second syllable. Remember, you stress it by saying it louder, longer, and clearer. So for example, the word decide. Decide has two syllables, d and side. Now, because that word has two syllables and because it's a verb, we have to stress the second syllable, side. Decide. Have you decided? The side. It is that side we're saying louder, longer, and clearer. Another is require. Require, a preposition. It has two syllables. So you have to stress quire. You have to say it louder, longer, and clearer. Require. It required me to travel down. Require. So there are lots of other rules. There are about 20 rules on the stress rules. Well, of course, we have learned two of them. So let's practice these words together. Say after me. Climate. Decide. Spacious. Democracy. Geographic. Critical. When you have words that ends in al, suffix al, we don't pronounce it as cal. It's not critical. It's critical. It's not hospital. It's hospital. The a there is silent. It's not usual. It's usual. Knowledge. Not knowledge. Ledge. Knowledge. Require. Extension. Climate. Geographic. Critical. Decide. Knowledge. Spacious. Require. Democracy. Extension. I believe this is clear. I believe this is clear. So that is word stress. Now that you have learned the first part of the formula, it is important for you to know the other part of the formula. Do you agree? Do you agree that it's important for you to know the other part of the formula? Or would you like to know the other part of the formula? Remember, the formula has 8 parts. Declare, D-I-C-C-L-E-A-R. We have just talked about one of them. And each of them has 3-step formula. We have just talked about the 3-step formula of one of them. So I'm asking if you'd like to know the other part of the formula. Wait your response in the chat. Would you like to know the other part of the formula? Yes or no? Would you like to know the other part of the formula? Yes or no? P says yes, ma'am. Very well. I'd like to hear from others. Now that we have learned about diction fundamental, would you like to also know the other parts of the formula? Onosoya says yes, ma'am. Mal 12 says yes, ma'am. Okay, very well. So if you'd like to know the other part of the formula, excuse me. If you'd like to know the other part of the formula, so let's proceed. But before I proceed, let me take a few questions. If you have questions, please ask. Let me take 1 or 2 questions. 1 or 2 questions. If you have questions, please ask in the chat. Questions? Yeah, Billy says yes. Oguchuku says yes. Yeah, I've heard that. If you'd like to answer questions, if you have any question you want me to answer, Please let me know. Okay, I think there are no questions. Wow, it means that I am a very great teacher. Okay, so let's proceed. Nobody's asking question. Or if you have your question later, you can also send it to the chat. I would attend to it once I get it. So now that we have learned the first formula in the diction fundamental, and as you've agreed, it is important that we learn the other part of the formula. And not just learning, you also need to master. One of the reasons why I am able to speak well anywhere, anytime, and impress anyone is not just because I know, but because I have mastered. I always tell people that even when I'm sleeping and I am dreaming, and in my dream I'm speaking English, I usually speak it with great diction. And that still boils down to the fact that I have mastered. And it is that mastery that would also help you to be able to speak to impress anyone, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're a shy person, an introvert, an extrovert, or whoever that you are. And this is something that I can help you do in just 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, you will be able to learn everything you need to know to help you speak with proper pronunciation without faking your accent. And you would not just have learned it, you would know it and you would have mastered it. And that is what we do at the Diction Mastery Academy. At the Diction Mastery Academy, we help you enhance your communication abilities to the point where your words can start to command attention, where people would want to listen to you just because you're speaking, where they will be so engrossed with how you sound. We help you to skyrocket your confidence. A lot of people have good diction already, but they do not have that confidence to bring it to life because they feel people will laugh at them, or they feel like people will not accept them, or they feel like they sound funny or sound different. And the Six Diction Mastery Academy would help you skyrocket your confidence such that you can speak anywhere, at any time, and to anyone. Not just to speak, but to speak to convince them and make them be impressed about how you sound. Would also help you elevate your professional image to new heights. A lot of professionals need English to get promotion. In fact, I cannot count the number of people on our personalized class. Most of them jump on it because they lost. A woman jumped on our personalized class some days ago just because she said that last year there was opportunity for promotion, but one reason when they gave review, one of the reasons why they couldn't give her the promotion was because of how she sounded. And now another promotion is coming up by November, so she quickly wants to work on it so that at least before November people can start to see the difference so that they can consider her for the promotion. There are lots of job out there, career out there, that one of the ways to elevate your image, how people perceive you at work and your career, is how you sound. And that is one of the things we will do for you at the 6 Week Diction Master Academy. At the Academy, we ensure personalized attention such that we give close track progress of your journey every time. The Diction Master Academy is not just another diction course where you would attend and all you do is learn, learn, learn. At the Diction Master Academy, you learn. While learning, you do task. We listen to you, and every day we'll give feedback on how you're faring. We'll let you know, oh, today you pronounced this word well, or you didn't pronounce this one well. We'd like you to do this next time. The next day, we give another review, every day like that, Mondays to Friday for 6 weeks. So here's what you would get in the 6 Week Diction Master Academy. You get access to our e-learning platform. The e-learning platform is usually updated. So even after your 6 weeks, when we update it, it automatically updates on your dashboard as well, such that you can access it. You also get 5 practical training sessions. One good thing about the academy is it's a practical academy. That's why I said it's not just for you to learn, but for you to learn, know, and master. It is in the practice that you master. So for good 6 weeks, we give you the opportunity to practice every day, Mondays to Saturdays. You'd also get quizzes for stage knowledge assessment. That helps us to assess you and give feedback for each assessment. The assessment is usually Mondays to Saturdays as well. You get 12 live training sessions with interactive engagement. Every Saturday by 8 p.m., we meet via Zoom where we interact, not just you listening to me, but you listen to me, I listen to you, I give feedback, you ask questions, etc. every Saturday for 6 weeks. And of course, you would have access to my private WhatsApp group, which serve as support, where you get answers to your questions. You also get other learnings aside from what we have in the 6-week Diction Master Academy. Then you get unlimited personal support from the Diction Queen. You get to be able to ask me different questions around communication, not just around pronunciation, but also around grammar, public speaking, vocabulary, etc. So here is how the 6-week Diction Master Academy works in 4 steps. The first step is for you to register for the 6-week Diction Master Academy. The second step is for you to log in to your membership e-learning platform. For you to log in, all you need is your phone and your Chrome. Maybe Chrome or Pramini or Safari, depends on the phone you're using. You don't need to download anything special. Then you watch the trainings. Mondays to Fridays, we have lessons that are less than 10 minutes. You can watch these lessons at any time of the day. You can decide to learn it. If you're a 9 to 5, you will go to work in the morning and return in the evening. You can decide to learn before you go in the morning. You can decide to learn when you come back in the evening. You can decide to learn in the midnight. You can even decide to learn in the afternoon. Mondays to Friday, you learn at any time that is comfortable for you. While on Saturday, you jump on a live session with me at 8 p.m. So if you go for Owa and Bell, you go anywhere, you should have been back by 8 p.m. Then you jump on a Zoom live session. That is where you get to ask questions. That is where I get to review, give you feedback, ask questions about the lessons you've learned Mondays to Fridays. We also jump on a breakout session where we group everybody in the Zoom session into groups and you practice together and get review again from your colleagues. Now, to join the 6-week Diction Master Academy, all you need is $65, and that's about 90,000 Naira. But because you have attended this training, you don't even need 50% of 90,000 Naira. You do not need 45,000 Naira. Instead, you would get into the academy for just 30,999 Naira instead of 90,000. And that's a whopping 68% off. Not just that, you would also get a complete refund assurance. After 6 weeks, after you have gone through the course, if your neighbors, your colleagues, your friends, if they do not envy how you speak, I would send you a complete refund of how much you have paid. Plus, you will still have access to the e-learning academy. You still have access to the lessons. But after 6 weeks, if you don't get results, I would send you your complete money. You can record this part. In fact, since I'm going to send the replay, you can cut out this part, save it on your cloud, so that in case there's a need for it, you can quote my words. Aside from that, I also have bonuses that I would add to the discount I already gave. One of the bonuses is my pronunciation videos, short 20 pronunciation videos. I sell these videos at 20,000 Naira. You're going to get it for free. You're also going to get my vocabulary development PDF for free. I sell this at 3,500 Naira. You get it for free. You also get my video on how to never be at a loss for word. These are those people that when they're speaking, they know what to say, but they don't know the word to use. If you're always like that, you're going to get access to this video. When I did this video, Those that attended paid 7,500, but you're going to get it for free if you enroll on the 6-week Diction Master Academy tonight. You're also going to get my Know Your Silent Words ebook for free. I said it when I was talking about the silent words. I have an ebook that tells you the silent letters, words that have silent A, words that have silent B, up to silent Z. I sell the ebook for 2,500, but you get it for free if you enroll on the academy tonight. You'll also get my ebook on English punctuation marks. While I was reading the chat, I realized a lot of us do not even know how to use the right punctuation marks, the right capitalization. This ebook will solve that problem for you, and you're getting it for free as well. You're also going to get my ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections. I sell this for 5,500, or you get it for free. I also have 10 commonly misused expressions and their correction. I sell this for 3,000 naira. You get it for free. And most importantly, this video on how to earn more with your diction skill. Whether you're a banker, you're a teacher, you're a pharmacist, a driver, whatever you do, this video will teach you what you need to start doing so that people will start to notice how you speak. And that way you can earn more. It's either they are telling you to do more things for them so that they can give you more money, or they're just dashing you money for what you're already doing, but because of how you sound. I sell this video for 15,000 naira, or you'd also get it for free if you enroll tonight. All these bonuses make a total of 82,000 naira, but you're getting all of them for free, plus the complete refund assurance. Remember, the academy is selling at 90,000, plus the bonus is worth 82,000. You're getting all of these for just 30,999 naira. And these feedback from those that have attended. Peace says, the class has been an insightful one. What excites me most is how you carry everyone along in the practical session. I mentioned it, the class is big on practical and nobody is left out. I make sure everybody make practicals during the Zoom session, and every day as well. We give short task Mondays to Fridays that help you help you go through the practical aspect of what you have learned. And we give feedback. Each person gets his or her feedback. So far you submit your task, you get a feedback. We listen to your task and we give you appropriate feedback. The feedbacks are usually sent between 6 p.m. every night, Mondays to Fridays. Peace Father says, your corrections are made with love, and I look forward to learning without being scared of making mistakes. It was 2 weeks in training when I emerged the best speaker in a debate competition. While practicing, I heard your voice in my head pronouncing those words. So the 6-week Diction Master Academy is an academy for you. It is for anyone who is ready not just to speak, but to speak well and speak right. This is another feedback from another person. This is another feedback. This person says, I'll go to the third paragraph. She says, her videos are so self-explanatory, easy to understand, and all you need is follow her lead. The best thing I like in her training is she never leaves your hand. Can you see? 2-3 people cannot be saying the same thing and they're wrong until you become master. Great follow-up too, which is a very good virtue of a great teacher. And she further said a whole lot of other things. I do not want to bore you with that. And the person said, this person, if you go to her second paragraph, she said, she's a diction teacher. She said, as a diction teacher, I saw the need to keep developing my priorities around this. And it might interest you to know most people who are equally aware of this profession of mine just believe that I can never and should never make any form of mistake in this word. Blah, blah, blah. She kept saying it. This is still part of hers. And here she says that excuse me, this is another feedback, and on like that. We have lots of feedback every day. In fact, if you belong to our community, you will keep reading feedback from people in the 6-week Diction Master Academy. Interestingly, I have an offer, a special offer for the first 20 people who would enroll tonight. If you're still here, it means you're interested in the 6-week Diction Master Academy, and I have an offer for just 20 people. Once I have 20 people, this offer goes off and the fee returns to 30,999 naira. So if you're one of the 20 people who would enjoy my massive discount this night, get your phones ready as I reveal the payment details. Take note of that word, review, not reveal. Reveal the payment details. So if you're ready to enroll on the 6-week Diction Master Academy tonight and still get access to all the bonuses worth 82,000 Naira and still get my complete money back guarantee if after 6 weeks you do not get value, all you need to do right now is to make a payment of 20,999 Naira into the account details on the screen, the UBA account details. The account details will be sent to the WhatsApp group. You can also take a screenshot. Make your payment now and send to the WhatsApp group. My team will be in the WhatsApp group counting the number of people that have paid. Once we get 20 people, the fee goes back to 30,999 Naira. And remember, if you enroll tonight, you will not just pay 20,999 Naira. You'd also get access to the bonuses worth 82,000. You would also get access, excuse me, to all those bonuses for free. Also, you would get my complete money back refund if after 6 weeks you do not get resolved. People do not envy how you speak. People do not ask you what is going on. You do not start to get opportunities. You do not start to see people that give you more money. Then call me and I will refund your money after 6 weeks. If you go through. A lot of us, we are not happy with where we are, maybe in our career, or some people are even looking for a job. I'm telling you tonight, if you can have your faith in this 20,999 Naira, then you're about to change your life for better. One thing I love about this program is the grace that follows it, that makes those that attend it to not just learn, to not just master, but to start to experience new things is something we, the convener, cannot even explain. So if you're right here and you've been asking for that change in your career, you've been asking for that better thing, then this is what you've been looking for. I would say this again, if after 6 weeks, your speaking do not change and people do not start to ask you questions around how you speak, people do not start to envy your speaking, you do not start to see opportunities to earn more money with how you speak, then I would refund your money. Just make sure you attend the academy. Do everything that you're asked to do, like they said in the feedback. Follow my lead. Just follow my lead and wait for that magic. Somebody sent a feedback yesterday. She attended the 6-week Diction Mastery in less than 3 weeks. We did a screenshot of when she started and when she gave the feedback. It was less than 3 weeks. We've had people less than 2 weeks. What it matters is you attending the class, be disciplined to follow the lead, to do what you have to do. It's just like when you take a child to a school, if the child does not do what he or she has to do, during the exam, that child will fail. But if the child does what he or she has to do, during the exam, that child would excel and the parent will be happy. So all you just need to do is follow my lead, do what you have to do, and in 6 weeks, if you do not get results, send me your account details and I would refund you. If you have made your payment, send your proof to the account to the WhatsApp group, because once we get 20 people, the fee goes back to 30,999 Naira. Plus, you will not get any of the bonuses. The account details is still on the screen. So if you're here and you'd like to speak well, you'd like to speak to impress anyone, anytime, at anywhere, then this is the opportunity you have been waiting for. Right now in the academy, we have over 500 people. Over 500 people in the academy. And if you go on our social media handles, or even if you go on our website, you're going to see lots of review of people who have attended the academy and they have appreciated God for attending. So if you're here and you've been praying, God, help me do this, help me do that, especially if it has to do with your communication, then enroll on the Secret Diction Master Academy right now to get access immediately. And immediately you start to learn, start to count your 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, if you do not get transformed, you do not get results, people do not envy how you speak, then send me a message. I would refund your money. If you have questions, please send it to the chat. If you have questions around what we've learned, or you have questions around the Secret Diction Master Academy, feel free to ask your question. Somebody says, please, can you repeat the pronunciation? Pronunciation is spelled P-R-O-N-U-N. It's not N-O-U-N. N-U-N-C-I-A-T-I-O-N, pronunciation of saying my name. My name is Olubukola R.B. Agbalaya. My name is, like I said, my name is, it's not wrong, it's correct, but you're going to sound like a rookie. So when you use connected speech, you need to reduce some part of your sentences, and it sounds, my name is Olubukola R.B. Agbalaya. My name is the Diction Queen. My name is Ogochukwu Agatha Itasi. Now note, when you're saying your name and your name is a native name, make sure you are not using English diction to pronounce it. Pronounce your name normally. My name is Onosoya. It's a Yoruba name. So it's not, my name is Onosoya. No, that's wrong. You do not pronounce Yoruba name the way you pronounce English name. So you use the correct Yoruba characteristics to pronounce it. So do you have any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? If you have paid for the Secret Diction Master Academy, let me know in the chat. I want to count those that have paid to know. Once we have 20 people, the fee goes to 30,999 naira. If you have paid for the Secret Diction Master Academy, let me know in the chat room, or you send your proof to the WhatsApp group. Has anyone made payment? If you have questions, please ask in the chat room. If you have questions, please ask in the chat room. Excuse me. If you have made payment for the Secret Diction Master Academy, let me know. Let me know who has paid. I want to start counting. Once you get 20 people, the fee goes to 30,999 naira. Okay, since there are no questions, I'm going to end the session now. I'll be in the chat room counting. So just note that once we get 20 people, if you're paying, please pay 30,999 naira. Otherwise, if you send your money, you'd have to complete the payment before you get access. So just 20 people have the opportunity to pay 20,999 naira. Plus you get access to my bonuses worth 82,000. You get it for free. Also, after 6 weeks, if you do not get results, let me know and you'll get your refund. Somebody says, can you give us till tomorrow for the first bonus set? You would have to make part payment tonight for you to have access to it. You have to make part payment tonight so that we can know you are serious. You have to make a commitment fee. So if you can make a 50% commitment fee, yes, we can leave out the bonus until tomorrow. Otherwise, the bonus goes off tonight. Also, the bonuses goes off tonight, and the fee goes to 30,999 naira. One good thing about the academy is the fact that once you pay, you get access. It's not an academy that would say it will start next year or next month. Once you pay, you get access. Once you make your payment, you send your payment to the group. We give you access to the e-learning academy. You start to learn immediately. By tomorrow morning, you're ready to start to learn. On Saturday, you're jumping on a Zoom call. And you do that until 6 weeks. And in 6 weeks, I can assure you that if any of your neighbors are here, if you attended any of your neighbors, if you and your neighbor attended this class together, after 6 weeks, your neighbor will be like, wow, I wish I paid too. So if you do not want to be one of those that would say, I wish I paid, make your payment now, or you make a commitment fee of 50% right now, so that by tomorrow you can still get access to the bonuses and you still get the fee for 20,999 naira. So thank you all for joining. The replay will be sent to the group. So you can watch the replay. You can also save the link so you can always watch it later on. Have a wonderful evening. So if you like to become a confident and eloquent speaker in just 6 weeks, such that after 6 weeks, you can speak to impress anytime, anywhere, then take advantage of my 87% off, plus get access to the bonuses and also get a complete refund if after 6 weeks, you don't become a confident and eloquent speaker in 6 weeks. And also you do not get access to earn more. So bye-bye, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. I believe there are no questions. Bye-bye. Thank you.